All right, before we get started, let's do a little quick check-in with the American public transport system. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have that too. Adorable. Oh, he's got a home. Whoa. Hey, Halloween's over. By the way, Christmas video coming soon. Flip it sideways, dude.
Interesting.
All right, guys, all jokes aside, yes, the American public transport system doesn't really exist, and where it does, nobody uses it, and if you do use it, it's kind of like those people right there. But if there's one thing that I've been really excited to experience when I go to Europe, it is the public transport system. Now, I know there are some small complaints about it here and there, but overall, it just seems really amazing to be able to hop in somewhere on a train and be in a completely different city within like 2 to 3 hours. It blows my mind. Especially when my 4Runner outside needs new tires and it's going to cost me about $1,400. So let's dive in and check out some videos from Americans experiencing European public transport. Smash the like button. Let's go.
I've lived in Germany for 6 months now, and there's a new hill I'm dying on. And that is, the American dependence on cars is kind of pathetic. You're telling me that unless you're in a giant city, you have to drive everywhere? In Germany,
also, even in a giant city, it's still pretty hard.
I get to just get on a bus, and 15 minutes later, I'm at my destination, and then I can just take a bus home. DDs, out the window. DUIs, out the window. Gas?
That would be nice, not have to worry about that.
Spending your entire paycheck at car maintenance? Absolutely not. And if you don't want to take a bus, you can literally just walk. Okay, I get it. You don't want to take a bus, and it's too far to walk. What about the trains? City-to-city trains have revolutionized my life. You're telling me I can travel to a whole new city and I just get to play cards with my friends on the train? I can drink on the train on the way to a party? And I can come home at 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. and there's still trains? So what would you pick? Cars or very cheap public transportation?
Yeah, I do want public transport. Like I said, you guys, having a car is nice, but at the same time, it also is pretty expensive. I don't even think it's a money thing. I think it's more of like a convenience. I do want to be able to just, like, I can take a train down to Nashville. But once I get in Nashville, trying to find a bus or, having to take an Uber is going to be really expensive. It's just a hassle. Absolutely a hassle. When you didn't sleep on your international flight, now you have to figure out public transportation in another country. This soundbite is way overused. It's 6 a.m. and you have literally 9 hours before you can check in at your hotel. Disoriented, dehydrated, jet-lagged, confused, all at the same time. All at the same time. Somebody says, this situation has brought me and my husband to the brink of divorce several times. So apparently Americans are having a little bit of trouble. I don't know what, like reading the signs. Let's check out another one. It is really quiet. A little different than a New York train, which is what we watched a video of earlier. That's crazy. The silence is deafening is the title of this. Somebody says that's to respect each other. Some people may be tired from work and so on. Many people get calls and immediately shut it off not to disturb. Someone else says, in Scandinavia, we don't like noise on the train. If you speak, it's fine, but not loudly. It's seen as disrespectful. Another person says, I love silent public transport. During rush hour, it's very stressful, and when people show respect and either speak quietly or are silent, it calms my mind. Yeah, I'm going to say I am 100% on board with you guys with like it being very quiet. When I go out in public, I've said this before, I'm like a headphones guy. I put the earbuds in. I know it's probably annoying to see, but sometimes I want it quiet and I don't want to be bugged. All right, what's this one? First time in Eastern European public transport. Oh, this should be fun. So someone will ask you to pass the money to the bus driver? I know Eastern Europe does it a little bit different than Western Europe, but comments say, tip the driver, ask no questions, taking notes so I can survive Eastern Europe. Laugh out loud. And eternal fight between those who are asking to close the window because it's too cold and who are asking to open it because it's too hot. I feel like that's in every public place you go to, though. Like, somebody always, you know what I hate is when I go to a restaurant. You guys ever had this? When you go to a restaurant, it's just freezing cold in there, and it's usually some old lady in the corner that like asks them to turn the air on. I don't know what it'd be in Celsius, but it'll be like 50 degrees, and I'm like, can we like heat it up a little in here? On my first trip to Russia, I was looking at the woman who was giving me money, but I quickly understood and quickly started to do the same. All right, duly noted if I run into this in Eastern Europe.
U2 nach Pankow. Zurückbleiben bitte!
What the hell was this? Can't be real. The title says the most terrifyingly efficient metro system in Europe. Feels like a Black Mirror episode. Wait a second. You guys, my German friends, you have to let me know. Is this like a real sound that comes from the train?
U2 nach Pankow. Zurückbleiben bitte!
What? No, I don't know if I believe it. Oh my god, look at the comments. Stay back, please. Usually they say it in a nicer voice, but if someone is blocking the door, the alarms sound and the dude yells. For real? Mine's a fucking gap. Oh man. At least the door don't close violently like the Parisian subway. They're guillotines. And no one even looks, I would start crying. Oh gosh, that's insane if that is real. I would love to hear that. I would probably burst out laughing though. All right, let's check out another one. What the fuck? Is this a skit? It says public transportation in Germany is not for the weak. You must be quick, aggressive, and very patient at the same time. Sometimes it leads a woman trying to feel the texture of your hair. I'm happily married, ma'am. Please keep your hands off me and to yourself. Why are you not saying anything? I think it's because it's a skit. It feels like it's a skit. Bro's just letting it happen. Unless this isn't a skit. I never really know. I don't know. That's why these are so much fun, because we run across some are pretty easy to tell, but yeah, someone says, I refuse to believe this is real because he. All right. Metro stations in Paris be like... Gonna push your way through it, huh? Damn, do they keep those doors shut hard? Someone says the door was broken. It's supposed to open automatically for you, but you have to push it when it's broken. Somebody else says, are you American by chance? Perchance? Someone else says, notice the exit sign and take the correct door. Take the wrong door and make a TikTok about it. I didn't even catch the exit sign. Was it there? Oh, yeah. That's it right there. Oh, Americans. They don't know what sortie means. I mean, I don't. I don't speak French, so.
So talented. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, oh my literal god.
That was a short one. She says it's like a sport. This is me in my own country. And the whole time I just followed exactly what Google Maps said. Me learning to subway in New York. I'm from Tennessee. Hey, that's me.
One of the many things I think we should be pissed at U.S. politicians for is the fact that they paid off car companies to make our streets not walkable. I'm in Ljubljana, Slovenia, which is not a touristy place by any means in Europe. And the streets are packed, there's people at all the cafes, everyone's out socializing.
This seems
We
so
could
nice.
have this, but lobbyists don't allow it.
All right. Yeah, we do have an insane amount of cars. I guess that's what happens when you don't have as many cars and like all of the transportation is kind of condensed down into, you know, trains and buses. You got more room to walk around. Here in Southern California, we had electric trolleys a century ago. They ripped them all out. Yeah, I think I've heard about that. There's like one tram in LA that like runs up and down the state, and it only does it for like 50 miles. It's horrible. And all the tram lines bought and dismantled by the tire companies. The tire companies took down the trams in America? I feel like I always see these videos of Americans like trying to shove their suitcases on trains. When we did a couple of train videos, gets me every time. You gotta pack so much stuff. Someone says, this is me in Spain, and then I forgot my suitcase in the bus. I would have paid the $70. I mean, if you have like a ton of bags, maybe you should just pay the $70 and take the Uber. And then once you're at your hotel, then you can drop everything off, and then you can start using public transport. I don't know why Uber is so expensive in Europe. It's expensive everywhere. Looks like she's from Australia, though. Me in London took me 3 hours and like 5 trains. Public transport. The look on her face. See, this is good. I like this. Not so much on this. I don't know, though. Like, some people I think are just lonely and like want to sit next to somebody. I've been in certain places before, like waiting at, I don't know, the DMV or something. Someone will come up, there's like 50 seats in a line, and then they come sit right next to you, and you're like, bro, come on, can you like scoot down? Can I have some space, please? If possible, we respect your space and expected to respect our space too. I get annoyed one time with a lot of free seats, but keep staying. How is that the top comment? Oh, it's not. Why sit that close to someone when there's all that space? I don't know. Why? Why do it? I physically feel uncomfortable when someone I don't know sit next to me, especially if there's free seats. Like, who does that? I don't know. I'm sure that there's probably some countries in Europe that are much more tightly compact. Let's not get started on Asia. I feel like, I'm sure you guys have seen some of those videos before. Absolutely insane.
This train is going to Elephant and Castle, calling at Piddlywink, Lovely Jubbly, Moist Puddleton, Snows...
Moist Puddleton? Snozcumber Hill?
Cumber Hill, Titmouse and Tent, Polka for Salsa, Gemma has seen a ghost, and lastly, not me, not Hermione, you.
What the hell? Oh god, what it sounds like to an American riding the tube in London. Is that how you guys pronounce the tube or the train? I'm taking in way too many cultures and too many like languages for me to like get all of it out and understand it. Ha ha ha, not me, not Hermione, you. Not the tube. Everything sounds so whimsical over there.
This train is going to Piddlington, stopping at Wibbly Wobbly Wonder, Itty Bitty Willington, Bibbity Bobbity Boo, Illy Zilly Billy, North Chuggity Buggity, Cockwell, and South East West Wellington.
I can't wait to experience this. If you do not go home saying see it, say it, sorted, you have not been on trains, tubes enough. What does that mean? See it, say it, sorted. It's right here too. I'm trying to think. See it, say it, sorted. I have no idea. Somebody help me please in the comments what the hell that means. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. If you know, you know. I don't know. Americans trying to navigate public transit in Europe.
No, it's not. Look up. Where?
This camera woman is horrible. Jeez.
Oh my god, it's
Missed it. I can't watch it again. I'm gonna have an aneurysm from that camera work.
What to tell you, you can't go anywhere till this guy gets out of the way. What are you doing? Well, the guy's
Sitting down, you mean?
yeah. Now I can go too.
It's like he sounds like a boomer American, and they do this everywhere you go. Just constantly announcing and saying everything out loud. They won't even be talking to anyone sometimes. It drives me nuts. Apparently there's a follow-up to this video that we have to check out right after. So let's check the comments really quick. They're just unnecessarily loud, I swear. Everyone just needs to hear them. Oh no, someone spoke in your presence. Are you okay? Gosh. Someone says, been to Switzerland, rode the trains. Newsflash, Swiss people can be loud too. I think it's just because we're talking about like an average, like the average American is like 4 times as loud as the average Swiss or any other European country, barring a couple of them. But, you know, I think it's, yeah, we're talking more about like averages. Let's check out the one that we're supposed to follow it up with.
What are you doing? Well, the guy's
Sitting down?
Okay, so I saw this video and I also saw how upset people got watching it. And unfortunately, I couldn't stitch it. So basically, this girl and her friend, boyfriend, brother, I don't know, are on the train in Switzerland, and some Americans get on the train, and apparently that's just, they're loud, or I don't know, just American tourists get on the train, and a lot of people were really upset, like a lot of Americans stitched that video. And here's the thing, I'm not defending her, I'm just trying to explain to you what and why this is such a shocker. She filmed this in Switzerland. I live in Germany. Another country that's very similar in terms of culture is Austria. Let me tell you something. Riding the train is one of the most silent experiences you will have while being in one of these 3 countries. People don't talk to each other. People don't look at each other unless it's just weird stares. And people are just quiet. Even if you're in a larger group, people will try and talk very quietly. And when they hear loud laughter or people giggling or talking very loudly, even when you're on the phone, oh boy, the stares you get. Okay, the judgment, the people freaking turning around, pointing, like, why are they being so loud? It's just part of the culture. It doesn't necessarily mean you're being loud, it's just everybody likes it quiet. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that the people on the train were being loud, it's just people don't like it. And when you're
You just gotta be quiet.
of color and you're a little louder, oh boy, it's so much worse. So just trying to explain to you what and why that is.
Wow. That ended a little bit differently than I thought it would end. I think most of European country are like that. Silence and respectful for other people's space. French here, and I am those people staring. I'm sorry, but train equals silence. Duly noted. I swear, when I take my wife, I'm going to have to be like giving her the down low, the information. Do you guys say down low? Oh my gosh. I have to give her, you know, the insights of like, hey, like when we get on the train, you need to shut it. Because she can be pretty loud sometimes. Realizing I can't open these. Why can't she open them? This makes no sense to me. I'm so confused. Realizing I can't open these. Why can't you open these? I mean, I see the mask. This is in 2022. Was she thinking that she was going to get sick or something? I don't know. That makes no sense to me at all. I'm probably more confused than she is. American backpackers thinking class systems don't apply to us, only to get humbled 30 seconds later. What are they trying to do? You guys are going to have to help me with this one. Are they trying to get, like, that's crazy that this is even on the train. Are they trying to get into a suite or something? Oh, they don't have a seat. So if you didn't buy a seat, you can get on the train, but you just have to sit on your bag like this girl is over there. They do that? Let's look at the comments. French train tickets come with a seat reservation. German train tickets don't have a seat reservation, but available for an additional cost. Oh, okay. So they'll sell the tickets to the train, and then if you want a seat, you have to pre-order it. And if you don't order the seat, you just have to hope that there's not that many people on the train so you can sit in a seat? That seems wild to me. Same thing happened to me on my first backpacking trip last summer. Ended up sitting on the ground with these French guys from our last hostel for 2 hours. Oh, having to sit on the ground for 2 hours sounds really shitty. Just buy a ticket for a seat. I think he didn't know. Starting to realize the privilege you have in America. What kind of comment is that? We don't have trains. All right,
hey guys, let me show you the reality of German train stations. Billions of people running, tripping each other,
Billions?
falling down the stairs. And to top it off, €1.50 to use the restroom. Hey guys, let me show you.
That was really short. How are there billions of people? It just looks like an airport to me. Also, the bathroom thing. Yeah, I know you guys have that. But it's not everywhere, right? It's just like in some places. Someone says, I'd rather pay $1.50 for a toilet and $0 for a hospital than $0 for a toilet and $5,000 for a hospital. All right, we're going to go ahead and end it there. I had a good time with that one. Really interesting watching Americans just be loud on trains. And also, what was going on with that door? I don't understand what the problem was. If you know, let me know in the comments. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.